Well folks, it's about that time. We're doing another Plush Collection review. This one's for 2024, and then next year is 2025, where I do the entire collection. Oh boy. All the plushies shown will be the ones that I've collected throughout this year, and I'm sorry that I haven't been able to upload much content. This year has been crazy, and unfortunately life just continues to get busier and busier and busier. Anyways. Now, on to the collection. As before, at least I think I did this before, it will be in order of first collected to last collected. And in this case, the first one collected was this little guy. A Minecraft Ocelot. I just happened to find it. It was like being sold for like $1, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So yeah, cute little Ocelot to add to the collection. Probably won't get much to do with it, but, you know, it's nice just to have it. Now speed off. Up next is this little dragon. Again, I found it with the Ocelot. I found the Ocelot first, so that's why I showed it first. It's cute. Anyways. And next is one of my personal favorites, the puppet. Who's a long, lanky boy. Posable limbs, which is always super cool. Cost quite a pretty penny, but totally worth it given the fact that this is easily the best plush Hex has ever made. I don't really love the style they go for and don't love the button eyes, but since the puppet has no button eyes, pretty much a perfect fit. And yeah, certainly better than the Funko version. And you can't have the puppet without its trusty present box. And moving on with plushies that I was happy getting, here's Ruve, Sarvente's husband. And yeah, oh, like this guy. Never entirely loved how far apart his eye looks from where the other eye would be, because that would mean like the other eye is right there. That is a huge gap, but like, the more I look at it, the more I've gotten pretty much used to it. Used to it? Why did I say that as if I was about to do the Russian accent? I don't know. Why did you? Shut up. And another makeshift plushie, here's Gabriel from the Mandela catalog. Ooh boy, you are going to be a very fun villain once your time comes around. I like how he actually looks kind of creepy, and he's still very soft. Yeah, I like this one. Really good plush. And up next is the big boy whose short unboxing made way more views than I was ever expecting. Dog Day. Not sure why people just all of a sudden were so hyped up about Dog Day, but you know what? Sure, I mean, he's an awesome plush. Big ol' tail, the actual zipper that does not lead to anything at all. It's just for decoration's sake, but also is quite a pain because sometimes it gets stuck like that, and then I have to... Oh crap, why did I do that? There we go. Big ol' arms, giant mouth, glass eyes, floppy ears. This plush has got it all and is one of the definite best that I've collected. I love this big guy. And next up, I've said this now, but I really got a great lineup of plushies this year. I have a lot of favorites. Shiver from Splatoon 3. Easily my favorite member from Deep Cut. I love her almost snarky personality like Marie's, except she just feels so much more diva, and it's so funny. And she easily has one of my favorite designs of the Inkling Idols. Or, she's an Octoling, right? Yeah. Yeah, Shiver's awesome. But you can't have Shiver without Fry, who is also really nice. Definitely one of the funniest of all of them. She might be the funniest, just in terms of her facial expressions. Oh, they always get a crack out of me. And she has a great design, too. I love the big old baggy pants. The purple works really well with her bright yellows. And I have no idea what this headpiece is supposed to be, but it looks kind of nice on her. Yeah, Fry is awesome, too. But of course you can't have Shiver and Fry without Big Man, who's just a giant beanbag pillow. Like, this boy is beans. But yeah, he's pretty cool too. Floppy little legs, big old tail. Well designed, and he's very soft and squishy, which is nice. And next up is Elflin, one of the cutest of the plushies. Another one of my favorites. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Yeah, I love this little guy. Look at his big, cute old eyes and the big old elephant ears that he flies around with. And I actually kept this one on because that looks funny of him just flying around. Whee! Adding on to Kirby plushies, Wispy Woods. Another really good plush. Like the little bendable arms. Big ol' spinning nose. Ooh. The face always is funny. Apples in the tree. Very soft, very squishy. Definitely an amazing plush. I absolutely adore it. And here's Zombie Clyde, a glow-in-the-dark plush, which actually does glow in the dark after I let it sit in the sun for a while, because that's how the glow-in-the-dark plushies work. He's actually pretty cool. I like all the zombie effects on him. The color palette's pretty good. I especially love this purplish pink face. Oh, it looks so cool. Even in the camera light, he looks pretty awesome. Yeah, really good plush. Not one of my favorites, but still pretty cool. Next up is a really cool one, Lucario. Oh, definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, and just this plush of him looks sick. Of the spikes on his hands, the fluffy tummy, cool bendable arms and legs. Really can set him up in any dynamic pose that I want for a fight, which you know he will be fighting once he makes his grand appearance. The aura is with me. And I'm not done with Kirby because here's a little sleeping Kirby, which is just adorable. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. And then again, sleeping Kirby is just a cute, and Kirby's just always cute. What am I saying? And of course, another Kirby. Well, technically, there's Kerbo. God bless us, everyone. And next is Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. Again, found it at a thrift store and was just like, sure, why not? Probably won't use him in videos, but like, it's just cool to have it. Might have him as like a cameo or just like some random dragon. I don't know. I'll see what I do. Otherwise, it's actually a really nice plush, surprisingly. He's got even a little tail. It's hard to see on the camera light, but he's got a lot of little details. It's a very memeable face right there, isn't it? Here's a really random one I also found at the thrift store, but here's a rat. Meet Ricky Rat. That's all I have, just Ricky Rat. And next up, Riolu, I think it's called Pre-Evolution? I'm sorry, I don't know Pokemon that well. I think it's called a Pre-Evolution. Because then you get it. Lucario is the evolution to Riolu, so this would be the pre-evolution to Lucario. Right? Or am I stupid? I feel like I'm being stupid. And whatever. Riolu's pretty cool. Very floppy arms. Very floppy head. The tail's very thin. Not like a great plush in terms of quality, but it's kind of nice to have it. And this will definitely be the first appearance of Lucario, technically speaking, until Riolu evolves and turns into Lucario. Yeah. Next up is easily one of the coolest Golden Freddy, or Withered Golden Freddy. I'm just going to use this as Golden Freddy since the other Golden Freddy I had was ugly and horrible, and I'm going to get rid of it eventually because it is hideous. Yeah, this is the actual Golden Freddy I'll have in videos. It looks so good, and yes, it's the same line as the Withereds. I'm trying to remember the name now. X-Smart. And yes, I know there's some drama, because it's like, oh, they're bootlegs, you really shouldn't support it, but like, I do not care, because these plushies are so high quality. How can I not want one? Especially when Funko is such an awful company that refuses to give us what we actually want. Instead, they just shove out 50 of the same plush, but in the stupid reskins of costumes. I'm sorry. Of course I'm gonna go ahead and support something that actually is high quality and is what we want for years, instead of having to constantly wait on Funko for it, or Lord forbid we have to deal with whatever the U2s. Oh my gosh, the U2. I'm sorry, U2s. If you like those plushies, that's fine. But to me, they are some of the hideous plushies on earth. Lord, those things are garbage. And I actually had a friend who owned a U2's plush. And when I felt it, it felt like sandpaper. It felt like the old Glamrock's Funko made that were horrible and everyone just hated, and then they had to go and remake the plushies because they were that bad. That is how bad a U2's plush is. I cannot stand those plushies. And yeah, and then there's Hex, but again, Hex is just weird and they're crazy expensive. I went on rambling for that for way too long. Anyway, super cool plushie. And not only did I get Golden Freddy, but I also got Shadow Freddy because he's just as cool. I got the one with the eyes because I wanted there to be a significant difference. And Shadow Freddy's just really cool. Pretty underrated animatronic. Not like a favorite of mine, but like he's pretty cool. And the Versus FNAF series from in the FNF mods has made him way cooler to me. Not even gonna lie. And next up is this, another Minecraft plushie. It's a Minecraft panda. Again, just found it at the thrift store for super cheap, and I was like, why not? This is one of the squishiest plushies ever. Oh my goodness, like, you see how much this squishes? It's like a stress ball plushie. I love it. And this looks so cute. I love it. I love pandas, okay? So, like, I love this plush. It's great. I love pandas. And next up is an interesting one. We have Eevee. Yes, Pokemon. Surprisingly got more Pokemon plushies than I expected to this year, I guess. This Eevee is so fluffy. Do you see? It's like fluffy, and the eyes look so deranged, and I have decided to headcanon that this Eevee plush has just run its head into so many walls, it's completely gone crazy. Eevee, don't you dare. Eevee! Don't you dare! Next is very interesting, because this is not a new plush, per se, but it kind of is, but it's not. It's not a new plush, but it is a complete remake of my own custom handwork of Roxanne. Because that old one was so hideous, I refused to look at it. For one, gave her a giant fluffy tail, just like she actually has in the game. It looks great and actually kind of bends. She's got the big fluffy hair from the back. She's just all fluff, which is kind of funny. And then actually gave her like the lipstick and the two teeth. Probably gonna put something more solid for the teeth later. Gave her the stripes that she's missing, which I don't... Why is that not on the base Roxy plush? I hate that thing. I actually made the green fur a lot bigger and more noticeable. Gave her much more distinct eyebrows. Gave a little glittery eyelids, kind of like how it is in, I think it's Help Wanted 2? It's a second VR game that you can kind of change up Roxy's look a bit, so I was kind of like taking a bit of inspiration from that. And of course, did the arms and legs, gave them far more details. Even made these little shiny bits, some actual shine to them. Tried to do some on the bottom here too, but unfortunately, it just did not stick, so yeah, that's unfortunate. So it's just the top one now. What a shame. Still, really loved making this redesign for Roxanne, and I think it looks great, and I wanted to include her in here, so yeah. Alright, back on to new plushies now. You know, I was complaining about Funko earlier, but at the same time, I do have to give them credit, because sometimes their plushies are pretty good, like the Christmas ones, and Sun and Moon, and good enough for us, Eclipse. Eclipse looks awesome. Big red glowing eye on one side, while the rest of it is all shattered and broken. The teeth look pretty good. I'm a little frustrated that these keep flattening themselves. I don't like that. It drives me crazy, but not much that I could see Funko doing about it, but I do like how damaged it looks. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of the little details. Big old metal leg, along with the squishier leg. Big old hat. It's a really good plush. A lot of proper wear and tear on this. And I know there's a second variant of this plush, but I didn't feel like getting it just because it's the version of Eclipse that's more what you would see when you have the Vanny mask on, and, oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the names of these games. It has been a while. No, I can remember. If it was Security Breach, and then... Oh my goodness. Ruin! Like, I know, I loved that. What was it? And then Ruin popped back in. Yeah, Ruin was awesome, but it specifically, when you have the Vanny mask on, they made a plush of that variant of Sun and Moon, which it did look pretty cool, but I wanted this version just because I feel like it makes more sense to have, and comparing the other FNAF plushies. So yeah, maybe one day I'll get the other variant next year, but probably not. So this is the one I got, because I like this one more. Alright, Eclipse, you can go. Next up's a funny one, because it's Among Us, but it's not just any Among Us, it's SFP, my bro, my buddy, my best friend, my brother, from another mother. It's him, but Among Us. Yeah, it's like a very squishy plush too. I love the detailing on this one, the little ears. That's cool. I like this. He's a good plush. Man, I need to play more of it. Maybe I should live stream that. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Next up is another one. In shorts, when I unboxed this, it did surprisingly well, but here's the boiled one. It looks pretty cool. A lot of little details, very creepy. Like the flailing arms. That's pretty cool. Chest cavity looks great. Creepy face. No, yeah, it's a nightmare fuel. Something I did not notice before was this, which is Morse code, which, I know, because I actually managed to input this, and I figured out what it means. I've forgotten now, because that was, like, back right after I'd uploaded it, because I noticed it, because one of the comments was like, you should have looked at the bottom, and it's like, wait, what? And then I went back and saw it, and it's like, oh, there is Morse code on here, and then I inputted it and figured out what it was. But I can't remember what it says now. Give me a minute, I'll figure it out.
A few moments later.
Okay, after a translation from the Morse code, which I did myself, it translates to I am alive. That is cool. You're done now with your screen time. Next up is Lankman, a character from Pastra's channel, who I think is cool and I like doing an impression of, so yeah, I wanted to get him. I guess technically he's called Toon Lankman, but this is still Lankman.
Hello, everyone.
Next is another makeshift plush. This is Zardy. Foolhardy boy. You should know it's dangerous to wander in the dark. Oh, I love doing that voice. If you wanted to see Zardy's first appearance on the channel, there you go, there's the video. It was a very fun video to make. I recommend watching the remaster. It adds so much new stuff. A lot of new character developments and some special little hits and bits of lore that if you want to see. And also, because this is the rerun of the plush, he's got the second on him. Just like Annie does. Next is a little bit of a different one I didn't think many people would probably expect. I don't think many people expect, correcting my wording. We have Pluto. Look at him in his floppy neck. So goofy. Get it? Anyway. He's also got the tag which says, if found, please return to Mickey Mouse, which is a really cool little detail for this plush. I don't remember. I think I found it like kind of a thrift store, but also kind of not. I don't remember where it was. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember entirely where I get them all. Yeah, big old open mouth. Surprisingly soft. He's got the big old tail. He sits up kind of nice outside of his head being a little floppy. And of course, speaking of which, I'm never gonna find that not funny. Next is a pretty cool one. Pig Face from the Saw franchise. Since I already have Billy, I was just like, why not get Billy's henchman? He's got the cool little blade that comes out. Like, it's a reference to the first movie when John, he was in disguise as Pig Face and he pulls it out and manages to slash the guard and... or not the guard, the policeman. When he's making his getaway. I think that's the only time that device appears in the series. I might be wrong about that. Yeah, he's got all the cool hair, stitched up mouth, super cool cloak. I don't know why I'm saying he. Technically, Pigface. I mean, I guess it depends on who's underneath it. Could be a he or a she. And next is TNT. Yes, it's a plush. Very squishy as well. It's just a prop, but like, it's cool anyway. Next is another funny one that I found at a thrift store. Bleh, I can't talk today. The Fruit Ninja old man from the Fruit Ninja game, which I used to play a ton as a child, and I just saw this and I was like, it'd be cool to have a little piece of nostalgia, wouldn't it? I didn't even know this plushie existed until I saw it. It's actually kind of cool. I probably won't use it for much, but you know what? Bit of nostalgia never hurt anybody. You can join Papa Louie in nostalgic memories of mine. Oh! And, of course, from the most recent short, Catnap. Very small, but still very similar quality to Dog Day, except the zipper doesn't undo itself, and is, again, so much smaller. And the mouth is also not as deep in. Like, it's very... so you can... like Dog Day, who's just got like the big open mouth. Catnap's is much smaller. Still a very surprisingly high quality plush, all things considered. I'm sure if I got the giant one that cost like $40, it probably would be higher quality than this. But this was a reasonable price. It was like $8, and you really think I'm gonna spend $40 on the bigger one? No. I think I actually could probably find the smaller version that's like this, but of Dog Day. Compare them more fairly, maybe. I don't know. I'll see what happens. If I got Dog Day, then I'd feel inclined to go get the others, and that would just be a whole hassle. So, you know, I probably won't. Probably. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But if there was going to be another Puppy Playtime plush I would buy, it would be the Monster Catnap, which I actually might get. Right now, that's on my list along with Pearl and Marina, because I really need to get those two at some point. However, we're not done quite yet, because now comes up the final characters I've gotten for this year. Let's go, Catnap. Next up, we've got some friends and family of Jack and Comey. Yes, zombies from Plants vs. Zombies. Starting up with probably the ugliest one, if I'm gonna be completely honest. This mummy zombie. Yeah, it looks real weird. I don't... Why? What is this? I'm probably just gonna end up cutting that off. Why does that look so distracting, this little red thing? Yeah, a lot of these guys are still new and need to have some time to be flattened out, and they'll probably start looking better as that goes on. This dude's limbs are all twisty as well. Probably one of the worst quality ones I've gotten of the year, but like, he came with two others that I did kind of want, so like, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna name this dude, so in the comments, leave some name ideas for these new zombies. Like this one, because I have... What am I gonna name? I could name him Imhotep, after the mummy from The Mummy. I could entirely do that. I really could. Next is the duck zombie. I like a little rubber duck. That's kind of neat. He's got a little patch. Very different texture for the shirt, and his arms are very, like, it's like T-Rex arms. He barely can reach anything. Again, I do not know what I'm gonna name this guy. I could just be basic and name him Ducky or something. But that's kind of that's a bit basic. So again, leave some name ideas in the comments. I'll pick the one I like most, or the ones that gets the most likes, depending on whichever I feel like, I guess. So yeah, leave some good names, and the name you pick might end up being the canon name for some of these guys. And next up is this wizard zombie. His staff is very wobbly and not in great condition, but like I can probably straighten it out with some time. He's also got the book, which is a very floppy book, and probably should try to fasten that down. Stops flopping around. The cape is very dirty, which is kind of unfortunate, but again, nothing that a bit of cleaning up will not be able to fix. Like, I'll get him in better condition soon enough. And with a little beard and the eyebrows, and I think he's very irritated.
You dumb kids, get off my property!
Again, don't have a name for this guy quite yet. Comments. Alright, I'll stop saying that. And next is this bandit zombie. That looked pretty cool. He and the wizard were the ones that came with the mummy. Yeah, that sounds right. And I think this dude looks pretty cool. The wizard was the one I mainly wanted, because I think he looks the funniest, and I could probably utilize him pretty well for videos. Bandit's got his little pouch of stuff. Probably will get pretty... He would probably get along with Nabbit, wouldn't he? Do not have a name for this guy as well. And, here's another one. This purple zombie. He, was another one that I didn't really want to get, but he came with the duck zombie, which wasn't also one I really had a lot of plans for getting, but they came with the next zombie that I really wanted, which I'll show last because he's easily my favorite. This is the one zombie that I actually do know what I want to name him. I want to name him William. I'm sure I do not need to explain why that is a hilarious name idea for this zombie. If you know, you know. Alright, anyway, get out of here. And last but absolutely very much not least is Dolphin Zombie. This one's really soft and actually looks the best. I like the little dolphin too. Don't have a name for him, but oh, I want a good name for this guy. So really come up with something good. Because, this is easily my favorite of the group. And if I don't come up with something, I'll be looking for the comments. Yeah, this was definitely the one I wanted most. Just because I don't know why this is one of my favorite zombies of PvZ. I don't know really why. I love this guy. For basically no real reason. I need to come up with a good voice for him, too. I'm gonna do a lot for these guys. You know what, Bowser? What? I think I'm really getting tired of how ugly you look. Don't you dare. Goodbye. Oh, wait, I actually look so much better now. Yeah, maybe don't complain about it so much next time. But yeah, this is the new and improved Bowser plush, which is 100 times better. Look at this dude. He actually looks intimidating now. Oh, you know that even though I'll probably just finish up like the Super Plush Island Season 1 Remastered with this version of Bowser, once that's done, this plush is going out of commission permanently, because, oh, is it ugly! And this will be the new Bowser, the new and improved Bowser, the true fiercest one. Because I love this dude, he's so much better. The eyes look fierce, the mouth, much more firm, the horns, the hair, all the little chains. Oh, it's just everything about this plush is 100 times better, and I'm so happy I finally am replacing it. That thing was ugly. On the train of new Mario plushies, we have Metal Mario, which actually looks pretty good. Wait, there, I can flatten his head a little bit more out, but it'll flatten over time. He looks really good. His material isn't really soft, it's much more like almost metallic in a way. It's not bad though. It's much more firm than most other plushies because of that. But he still looks pretty good. Not entirely sure what I want to use him for yet, but like, I'll come up with something. Probably antagonist in some way. I just always thought Metal Mario looked cool, so having a plush of him is kind of neat, honestly. Then we got Minecraft Alex, who also looks pretty great. She's got the pickaxe. Yes, this is the same type as like Steve. And yes, it comes off. I'm just gonna keep it on her because why not? She looks amazing, and I'm really glad to actually have her now in the collection because actually having her as a dynamic with Steve is going to be very funny.
And yes, she will be just as monotone as Steve. A perfect pairing of monotone people.
And one of my easy favorites of the entire new set of collection for 2024, Nightmare. Oh, this dude looks awesome. I love the giant teeth, the stomach where there's more teeth, bow tie, the hat, the giant red eyes. He's really soft but super firm. Oh yeah, Nightmare is cool and I love this guy. He looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't know if anybody's going to arrive late right before the end of 2025 because I'm recording this a few days early, just so that way this part is done. And, well, we'll do a time skip, and if nothing new arrives in time, then this is the end of the video, or you'll see the end of the video, but if not, bonus surprise, so, update! 2 did show up. This camera what happened to the... Hold on, let me fix this. That looks slightly better. Alright, anyway, so, some of them did show up. Make ship. So I guess we're doing an unboxing in this review, aren't we? Or collection video. Actually, 2 of them showed up, so I think I know who these are, but we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah. Okay. Time to open up these 2 plushies.
Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I think I know who that is. Let's see who it is.
Get out of the... There he is. Get out.
There we go. Okay. What is he? Okay, he looks so goofy, my goodness. Oh, that's funny. He's got that dude, the hat is so big. Oh, he's got the tiny little mic. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, he actually is a really high quality plush, and there he is. Yep. Boyfriend, there he is. There's the tag. 7,283 of these guys were made. That's pretty good. All right, let's get that off. There we go. Toss that aside. All right. Very soft. The floppy arms. That's pretty funny. It actually does look really good. I'm gonna go get the bootleg I have, and I'll compare it. Just cause I never thought that we would get plushies, so it's like, sure. Might as well have a bootleg. I don't know if you can still hear me from over there. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'll get the bootleg. Yeah. Can't talk anymore. All right, there he is. Okay, surprisingly enough, like this bootleg is actually really good. But like, yeah, the official one, I mean, obviously just got out of the package, so needs a bit of time to flatten out, but they're honestly both surprisingly good. I think this one's obviously better just because it matches him a lot better. It like actually looks more like Boyfriend, mainly because of the height difference. I mean, the hat is really making him look as big as he is. Yeah. That's a comparison of the official to the bootleg. And now, without any further ado there, I think I know who this is. Dude, imagine if it ends up not being... Because I bought 3, and I don't know where the 3rd one is. Okay, let's see. It's not even... Where is she then? Okay, I don't know where Girlfriend is, but, Bucky Beaver. Bucky... Isn't it Bucky Beaver? I feel stupid. It actually looks surprisingly good for, makeshift. This is very different from a normal makeshift plush. Like when you compare it to BF. But yeah, this is Bucky. Wow, he actually looks really nice. Yeah. Bucky Beaver 1102 were made. Cool. Off. There we go. You got the tail. And the vest. It's so different from a makeshift plush. This is so... It feels weird. Because this is... You can just like look at a makeshift plush and you know it's makeshift. Like they always have a similar structure. Even BF. But Bucky, that's not the case. It just looks so different, you know? This is actually kind of... It almost looks weird in that case, but I still love it. It looks great. And he does the bounce. That's great. Okay, last update. It's almost the end of the year. There's only one day after this at the time of this filming. And I've got 3 more plushies. I did know a girlfriend from Makeshifts is not one of them. I don't know where she is. She has not shown up. She was supposed to arrive already and she didn't. So if she arrives tomorrow, then I have to edit her into the video last minute, then get it ready to upload, which is a pain. Thanks, GF. But if not, then this is it. Okay. So the 3 plushies I've got. Come once again, more names in the comments, I guess, because more zombies. We got this. The athlete zombie, I think is what he's called in game. Again, a little bit weird with quality-wise, but like, yeah, it'll fix itself over time, kind of like the others did, which they're already looking better. He looks surprisingly good. Then there's this pirate dude who actually looks pretty good, other than the fact that his jacket keeps like flopping out, and I don't like that. I'm gonna try to tuck it in. You can like tuck it into his pants or something, I don't know. Have it not flopping around everywhere. Weirdly enough, there's 2 very distinct greens for the head and the body. Maybe that's a shirt, who knows? No, probably not. Earring's kind of cool. He's got the big old pirate hat, the eye patch. Looks pretty good. And lastly, is a guitarist, the singer zombie, I guess? I'm not really sure. He looks kind of cool. Plot twist, it's Michael Jackson. Anyway. This should be the end of it. If not, I'm gonna be a little bit upset, I'm not gonna lie. But otherwise, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, well, I mean, this will make it into the video if she doesn't arrive, and if she does, then this part's gonna be cut and you'll never see it. But anyway, have you guys a happy new year. And even if this didn't make the cut, you would still see it. Whatever, I'm not gonna overcomplicate this in my own head. Have a great 2025! Woo! I probably would run into the camera like I did before, but I'm not going to. Bye.